Hi, if you don't know who I am, I go by the name Just Yuta. A year and a half ago, I started my journey as a content creator on Instagram and TikTok. And the reason behind why I made this account is pretty much to make fun of all these accounts making content about Japan. I feel like over the past few years, it's just been quite bad, whether it be someone overgeneralizing the rest of Japan after one visit in Shibuya or Shinjuku, or people saying that Japan is in the year 2050 when we are clearly not. I was getting so tired of scrolling through these content that I wanted to make my own channel and pretty much make fun of these content creators. It's a parody channel, and if you see through my catalog of videos, a lot of these are non-serious. However, to my surprise, the other day, my reel was featured on national TV. I actually already talked about this situation on my live stream, so we're gonna swap on over there. So I apologize if I seem very scatterbrained because, again, I am live and this news coverage dropped like a few hours before I went live on this live stream. Anyways, I hope you watch to the very end because I have a pretty good take on the Japanese news industry as a whole. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let's swap on over. If you don't know, Japan is trying to ban outdoor drinking in Shibuya. The reason why they're banning it is because there's a lot of trash everywhere, and it's always been a nasty city. I honestly don't like Shibuya. I've had a lot of good memories there, and a lot of memories that I don't remember because I drink too much. But Shibuya has always been kind of like this degenerate area. They're banning it because, well, they're blaming it on foreigners. The Japanese government is literally blaming it on tourism and foreigners for Shibuya being disgusting when it was that for a very long time. But I'm gonna touch up on that later. I was out there on the final day before the Shibuya drinking ban, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny to make a reel? And here's the reel that I made. Take a look. So this is the reel that I posted.
Can avoid it with this one trick. Just put the
So if you don't know what this is a Family Mart chicken. It's like a bag. I ate the Family Mart chicken and then I put a strong zero in the bag and then I stuck a straw inside the can.
And in the Famachiki bag, bro, nobody will ever find out. Follow if you have a crippling addiction.
Surely people won't take this seriously. While I was working yesterday, I got a message from one of my friends, and he doesn't really message me for anything. He's actually a friend from back home in Niigata. He doesn't do any of this social media stuff. He doesn't watch my stuff. He sent me a line message with this screenshot. This exact screenshot of me smiling with the chicken bag in my hand. He literally just sent me this and it was the craziest thing. The video is at 12 million. This is 12 million if you can't read Japanese. This is at 12 million. Thankfully, you know, the caption says, called me an ikemen. If you don't know what an ikemen is, pretty much like handsome person. The caption is saying that this handsome man, I didn't say it. This channel said I was handsome. This handsome guy is promoting drinking during the Shibuya drinking ban. And it's just this 12 million views, okay? 12 million views. I saw this. Once my friend sent it to me, it was like maybe 600K. So I didn't really think too much about it because, well, it's Twitter. No one's really gonna care about it. If you don't know anything about Japanese Twitter, it's probably one of the worst places to be stuck in. And I consider it to be the shadow realm. It's a shadow realm. You do not want to be on Japan Twitter because it's the worst place in the world. I knew that this was going to happen, like eventually. Not for this reel in particular. I knew that I was going to get dragged online on Twitter someday, but I thought I was going to stop there. And I was like, okay, I don't really care. I'm not going to read all the comments because it's all bots, right? Like it's not real people. There are some real comments. I did get a mean comment saying that, why do you want to drink that bad? Are you like a middle schooler? And that kind of hurt my feelings. I haven't really got through all the comments because for my own sanity, and I don't really have all the time to read all this anyways. But I thought I was going to stop there. I went back to do my job and I got a message randomly on Instagram saying that I was on national TV. That clip right there that is being spread all over Twitter went on national news, and I'm going to show you the footage right here. Ain't no way!
観光スポットにもなっている渋谷です。昨日から路上の飲酒を禁止する条例がスタートし
Some context behind the video. It was before the ban. I was out this past weekend.
たんですが、 早速カムフラージュの方法を SNS で紹介する人物が登場しているようです。偽装、路上飲みを
It's the same jacket. Wait. Oh God. It blurred my face, blurred the can because it's strong zero, and then blurred the captions for some reason. Okay. They blurred everything. And this guy is saying that I am camouflaging a drink to get past police officers, which is crazy. Which is crazy. I was really freaking out about this because I've never been on TV before, not like this. And I was like, what should I do? What should I do? I was freaking out. I was like messaging people, and I was like this close to getting rid of my video. Worst part of this whole thing is that the Twitter video has 12 million views. Okay, my Instagram video barely has a fraction of that. Like, the damage is already done. My face is out there. I'm getting messages from my family members that don't know what I do online. My aunt messages me out of the blue saying that she saw my video and thought it was funny. So shout outs to my aunt. I'm not getting any money from this video that has 12 million views. My TikTok video of this same exact clip only has like 12K. Like, I'm not making any views on any of my platforms, and that's what pisses me off most about this whole thing. There's always like this saying that like Japanese people don't understand sarcasm, and I think they might be right on this. However, I think the number one thing to really think about here is that this news segment did a terrible job. Because first of all, they didn't even ask me for permission to put this up, which is fine because they blurred my face and stuff. But I can understand if you don't understand the context of what I do, which is parodies of Japan, and two, just like complete sarcastic content. And when you see like a clip of someone putting a can inside a family chicken bag, and then I think this clip right here where I'm drinking it and there's a police officer behind me, that's a bad look. I can understand why people will be upset with this. And if anyone watching this is feeling offended by what I did, I genuinely apologize. I'm sorry. This video lacks all the context. The message is really lost when you don't understand English or when you don't see the captions at all. Because like look what I say at the end here.
Follow if you have a crippling addiction.
Follow if you have a crippling addiction is such a joke. But the crazy thing is, they keep on bringing up the word camouflage, right? They keep on bringing up the word camouflage, and they actually made another video going deeper into the video. I haven't seen this, so I'm going to watch this with you guys together.
こんな動画が上がっていました。禁止されている路上飲酒が見つからないようにカムフラージュする方法を紹介しているんです。それは袋に酒の缶を入れてストローで飲むというもの。
The lady in the back is just like, oh. The lady in the back is like, こういうことするんだ、外人って。そうなんだ。
SNS にはこんな
See this frame right here, I can understand why people think this is really messed up. This wasn't intentional. Like, it just happened to be a police officer behind me, and I looked back and there was a police officer. It wasn't like super intentional, but it happened to be this way. I think it's pure cinema. I honestly think it's pure cinema.
禁止されていることを拡散している。簡単なルールくらい守れないのか。ただの違反。
Dude, this is all Twitter comments right here. They're like TTSing Twitter comments. It's actually crazy.
行為。そこまでしてお酒を飲みたいなら、店か家で飲めばいい。
It's saying, if you want to drink that much, go home and drink. Which is all very valid points. If you really wanted to camouflage alcohol, find a thermos. Find a water bottle. I hope people that are watching this at home and seeing this news segment are not thinking that people outside are actually putting a can inside a Family Mart chicken bag. I hope to God that's not what they're thinking. I hope there's like not an Obachan watching this in Hokkaido and thinking that, oh my God, the foreigners in Shibuya are drinking alcohol out of a Family Mart chicken bag. Use a thermos, use a water bottle. I don't know. There's no way they thought that this was real. But again, it's lacking context. There's no caption on screen. Obviously, it's satire, but a lot of Japanese people don't understand satire. And then number 4, the worst one, Fuji TV is making it seem like it was on purpose. They're just spreading the news horribly. I was talking about like how Japanese media is kind of messed up. Because like over the past 2 years, especially after the pandemic ended, every single week, if not like every single month, we get like these news segments on how tourists and foreigners are ruining Japan. Fuji TV, shame on you for getting caught with my video on your platform, because it not only proves that you guys are so hell-bent on finding like faults in foreigners and tourists and picking up satire content and trying to use it against like people coming into the country for your own narrative. Shame on you. I'm so sick and tired of like this narrative that these traditional news, Japanese news and TV media loves to push out every other day. It's so annoying. It really is, man. Whether it's like Kyoto's district, like a whole district of Kyoto being shut down, or it's like that wall that they built in front of the Lawson in Fuji. And now with the ban on Shibuya and everyone blaming it on tourists and foreigners. This is like the tried and true like Japanese way of handling things, where it's just like they can fix these issues. If they have a problem with trash being everywhere, provide more trash cans. Provide more trash cans at Shibuya. You can fix this easily. I don't like it when people sit on the ground. Provide more benches. I don't know. But it always comes down to just blaming a group of people without actually changing anything. They're not coming up with solutions. They're like, oh, a small group of people ruined it. We're just gonna stop it for everyone. And it's such a Japanese way of like trying to fix things. They're not fixing things at all. They're just making things worse. And then now with these news companies like pushing out anti-foreigner, anti-tourist sentiment every single day, just makes things worse for literally everyone. It's a messy situation. It really is. And honestly, like if Japan wants to be like taken seriously as like a tourist destination, because it's like number 1, everyone's coming to Japan right now. It's always been busy. Like I get that we're getting like crazy, unprecedented numbers of people coming into the country, but on top of that, like I think we should do better as a country to not blame these people, but also be prepared for this kind of stuff. We should be prepared a lot better. Like if you ban drinking in Shibuya, you know how annoying it's going to be to even enforce that? Like how is this going to be done? Is there going to be a police officer running around everywhere asking people to stop drinking alcohol out of a Family Mart chicken bag? I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to enforce all this. I think this is ridiculous. As a country like Japan, who needs like tourism for their economy, I don't think this is a really good look. Like everything is the foreigners' fault. Everything is tourism's fault. It's like, no, we need to fix things inside. We need to fix things to make things better for people coming into the country. Because every single day, if these news posts, news segments come out and it's just blaming tourists on doing these things, it's just not going to be good for the future of the country. Anyways, I was genuinely scared that, I was going to get in more trouble. But after sleeping, I was fine. And I don't really care too much about it. The damage is already done, and it's not like my reel on Instagram is blowing up in any way. It's not like my TikTok is blowing up in any way for this particular reel. So I think it's fine. But again, I apologize. I don't want to be on Japan Twitter anymore. While I was freaking out, I was talking to my friend 4M Laundry on Instagram. I was like, oh my God, what should I do? I'm on TV. My aunt recognized me. My family recognized me. He sends me this. He shows me a picture of a shirt with my face blurred with hashtag free Yuta. I didn't know how to respond. Like I was freaking out. Like this is serious, man. This is serious. Like this is a serious situation. You can't be joking when I'm trying to ask for advice on what to do for this very moment. What an asshole, dude. Anyways, I think that's everything that I want to bring up on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back another time with another video. Goodbye.
A few moments later.
I genuinely agree with the fact that there are some tourists here that f things up for everybody. It's like, you're having like a poopy pants day and you want to take, but you clog the toilet at school. And then your principal comes out and says, okay, we're stopping the use of using toilets. All right. We're stopping the use of toilets. That's f***ed up. Sometimes you have poopy pants days. You know what I mean? Did this happen? No, I'm not. This is not a story that has happened. No, this is never.